My name is Bob Rauh, and I'm the Vice President of Infrastructure Products at Panasonic. Today I'm here to tell you about how Panasonic is shaping the next generation data centers with our freeze-ray data storage technology. When Panasonic went out in the market to figure out how they should work with data center companies, they went out and talked to a lot of data center operators. And what they found was the biggest challenge that these data centers were facing in the future was how they were going to accommodate the growing data needs of their customers safely, reliably, and most of all, cost effectively. Panasonic also found through these discussions the types of products that our data center customers were looking for. These were products that needed to optimize the space of the data center. They had to be reliable, meaning systems always had to be available. They had to give the data center some level of security with the data that's stored inside of the data center, and they had to operate at a very low total cost of operation or a total cost of ownership. So as Panasonic created its vision of the types of products that it wanted to bring to the data center, it made sure that it was taking in consideration all of those market needs that the data operators had told us. We wanted to bring products that stored data safely. We wanted to give them a total low cost of ownership and could allow the data center operator to achieve a low cost environment, and also bring a roadmap that was both sustainable and predictable to our customers. That way they knew what was on the horizon and they knew how they needed to make changes to implement that over time. Today, Panasonic is very happy to be showing two of our storage solutions in our booth at B9. On the far left is our energy storage module. This is a lithium-ion based backup battery unit that fits in the power shelf of the V2 OCP rack. We showed this product as a demo last year at OCP 2015, and I'm very pleased to say that this product is both in mass production and also has been given to OCP over the last year. On my right is our optical data storage product, which is also in our booth today. We're marketing this product as freeze-ray, and it is an optical disc-based cold storage system offering safe and long-term data retention. Today's presentation is mainly going to be focused on freeze-ray, our optical data storage product. First of all, I wanted to take you back a little bit into history of Panasonic in the optical disc market. Panasonic entered the optical disc product back in 1987 when we introduced DVD and CD. And over the years, Panasonic has continued to be a leader in this area with different iterations of the Blu-ray technology, and in recent years with archival disc. However, Panasonic is not just a technology company creating key technologies and key devices. We've also been a leader in standardization of these technologies and also in the products that we bring to the market. Our goal in Panasonic is to bring technology to the masses. In 2012, we moved away from just strictly consumer type of products and introduced our first optical data archiver, the DA1. This was based on 100 gigabyte Blu-ray disc technology. And in 2016, in January at CES, we introduced our first data library, hyperscale data library, which we term as freeze-ray. This again was initially based on 100 gigabyte Blu-ray technology and brought Panasonic's capabilities in optical disc, drive, associated technologies, robotics, and software all together into one storage platform. But freeze-ray is not just a Panasonic evolution of product, bringing all of our technologies together. Panasonic freeze-ray is actually part of a total experience that we have had with cloud service providers. We've collaborated with them over the development of the freeze-ray product, letting them offer their experience in design, deployment, management, and serviceability of the product, and also giving us a real-world feel of how this product would be interacting in a data center environment. Bringing the technology from Panasonic together with our cloud service provider partners, we were able to create the FreezeRay product. And today, I'm extremely excited to unveil the latest iteration of FreezeRay, which is built today on 300 gigabyte archival disk. With archival disk at the core of the FreezeRay data system, it increases our capacity from 540 terabytes to 1.6 petabytes of data storage capability. In addition to that, we've improved the transfer speeds to 720 megabytes per second. But this product is not just about performance increases, it also contains our latest enhancements in data center serviceability and functionality. All of this coming from our collaboration partners. But FreezeRay alone is not the strength of the product. What really is strong about the product is the scalability of it over time. We can add more and more of these FreezeRay data products together to increase storage over time and also offer higher speeds. And the roadmap that Panasonic has is not just to stay with our current 300 gigabyte technology, but to continue to increase as we increase our roadmap for archival disk from 500 gigabyte to 1 terabyte per disk. So you may ask, if I employed FreezeRay into my data center, what types of benefits would I see? Well, for one, with 100-year life of the media, you'd see a 20-time increase in your overall media life. This is compared to normal hard drive or tape systems. Also, because of the scalability of the product and the space optimization of the product within your data center, we see 30% lower costs in your overall facility. Additionally, the low power consumption of the product can allow for 80% reduction in your annual power usage. All of this leading to a 50% reduction in overall TCO. But I'd like to take a step back right now, away from just FreezeRay as a total solution, and talk about the archival disk a little bit, because that is really one of the core technologies of the FreezeRay product. When we were talking to our data center partners and also talking to the market, one of the biggest worries that they had was data loss. And so when we made the archival disk, we made sure that that was not going to be something that could happen with our FreezeRay product. So that is why we made the archival disk write once, read many, meaning that no matter what happens in the data center, whether it's hardware error or human error, you're not going to erase your data. Secondarily, one of the benefits of this product, and one of the reasons why we see 100-year life of the product, is that when you look at other media products out there, there's always a touch point between the read-write functionality and the media itself. This means over time, as you're reading and writing, you're actually wearing out the disk. However, with Optical, the physical nature of it is that there is no physical contact, so there is no wear out of the product. This gives it a long life over time. That means that you can read to it as many times, read from it as many times as you'd like, or as little as you like, and still have 100 years life with that media. Additionally, with the product, as we were testing the product to get to its 100-year that we can claim, we looked at it was tested under very extreme conditions. These are conditions probably you would not want to put most media out there that you are writing your data to through these types of extremes. However, at 30 degrees C and 70% humidity, the archival disk can still give you 100 years of data retention. This also means, from a data center standpoint, that you don't have to keep it as climately controlled as you would with other media out there. An additional benefit to the product we also see is in disaster recovery. The discs themselves are waterproof and also electromagnetically resistant. So in this case, no matter if you had a flood, tsunami, or other event, climactic event, you basically would see no data lost from your disk. So this is a very important factor as you're looking at business continuity planning. And I guess no presentation would be finished without looking at total cost of ownership of the product. The FreezeRay product itself is not only a low-cost, low-efficient product, but it offers actually benefits at both the CapEx and OpEx side. I don't think there's any other media out there that can offer you that kind of benefit. And what I mean by the CapEx side is because of the 100-year life of this product, it's a one-time investment. Once you write to this product, you will be able to read from it over the life of the data. I think over most people's lifetimes, you will still have this data. On the OpEx side, because of the wider capabilities of the product in the data center, in terms of temperature and humidity, it has two factors. One is that you can change your data center to reflect a less stringent airflow into the FreezeRay area. But additional to that, it's very low cost operation and very efficient. And in fact, in standby power, it runs electricity free. Lastly, I'd like to talk a little bit about the roadmap of the product. And I think that when you look at the overall roadmap and where we're going with this product, from 2013 to 2020, we're looking at a 10x increase in the overall capacity of the media itself. I don't think there's any media out there today that can really give us that kind of an increase over time and that quickly. But at the same time, we're also looking at an overall bit cost coming down just as fast. And in doing so, we can keep the same reliability as we had today at 300 and actually increase the performance over time, which I think is, when you really look at that, that's a huge benefit to the product. So who does FreezeRay benefit? Well, today we're working with a few of these companies in the IT area, healthcare, banking and finance, media and entertainment, research organizations, and also police. However, from the Panasonic side, we see FreezeRay as being a great addition to any data center that is looking to store data safely, reliably, and at a low cost. That is why we feel that Panasonic is going to be shaping the next generation of data centers. Thank you.